Hello everybody and welcome back once again. You're watching episode 6 of my Elves of Lorien Let's Play, and my name is Jordan, also known as J Monster. And as you can see, we're exactly where we left off last time, having just wrested the Cold Fells from the Iron Claws of the Orcs of Gundabad. And we're going to rename it because I only just learned how to do this, and that would be fun. So we're going to name it Ost in Lorien, meaning Fortress of Lorien in Sindarin, I believe. So yeah, let's do that. Ost in Lorien. And Lord Celeborn here is gonna have to move out pretty quick.
Sire.
I don't want to piss off the High Elves because I don't want to fight them. I like them; they're the High Elves, and they'd probably kick my butt. So we're gonna leave a token garrison here.
My lord.
We'll take these guys.
Yes, my lord.
Elven warriors.
Yeah, sure. We'll leave an archer company there as well to defend our newly christened Austin Lorien.
Come, my brothers.
And we're gonna move up here.
Scout the area.
We're gonna come around here and we're gonna take this side. And in the meantime, gonna check on our finances, which are, as you can see, doing quite terribly. We're pretty much broke. We do have a significant force here, and the ability to build some heavy troops. Hey, I like that. And as I recall, yes,
Elves.
we already had a group of troops coming up here.
Swiftly.
So we're going to have Lord Celeborn come out, and he's going to scout the area, and he's going to throw up some towers and such. And we're going to go ahead and end the turn. So, what kind of interesting lore stuff could I talk about? I did mention the kinslayings earlier, but I didn't really go into a lot of detail on them. And they are very tragic, actually. Basically undermined the entire war effort against Morgoth in the First Age. And the kinslayings came about because of a mighty oath sworn by Feanor and his 7 sons. Shortly before they left Valinor with the host of the Noldor. And the first kinslaying took place at the havens of Alqualonde, which is a haven it's in Valinor on an island, actually just outside of the Blessed Land. And it is the havens of Alqualonde are ruled by the Teleri, who are one of the larger kindreds, actually the largest kindred of the Elves, and sort of the predecessors of the Sylvan Elves and the Sindar and such. And the Noldor went there because the Feanor needed ships in order to get across the sea to get back to Middle Earth. And the Teleri and the Noldor had always been friends. The Noldor had actually helped them build their havens because the Teleri they didn't really make a whole lot of things out of stone. Merchants Guild will be disappointed with you. I don't really care.
By the light of Elbereth, like the
Throw up
wind.
another tower right here. Make sure that everything is in order. Ooh, got a new agent.
My lord.
Whoa. Let's see. Eriador is down there, and the High Elves are over there. Well, I'm suspicious because apparently someone brought it to my attention that I have set myself up for a war with the... Uh-oh.
Yes,
That's not
my
good.
lord.
Guess they're going to block our passage, and we're going to have to take the long way around. Hey, what is this? These guys are all over the place.
I am not a threat to you, lord.
That's a Sylvan Elf scout. They're scouting us out, as you can see.
Fear me.
But yeah, I've set myself up for a war with them by allying with Dale and the Dwarves, with 2 factions with whom they are at war. So that could be interesting. We might get ourselves into another kinslaying. Roads. Do I have roads? Yeah. That'll be fine. They have a mighty garrison already. Make ourselves some roads. And I guess we don't have enough money to create any more heavy troops out here, do we? Oh well, that's sad. But at least our super archer barracks is going to be up soon, so we can start producing our elite troops. Not that we can afford it, really.
Sire.
And I think that's everything. But yeah, so the Noldor arrived at the havens of Alqualonde, and they asked the Teleri for the use of their ships, and the Teleri refused them because they felt that their quest for vengeance against Morgoth in defiance of the Valar was foolish. And so they tried to dissuade them, and they denied them the use of their ships, saying that their ships are to them what the gems of the Noldor are to the Noldor, the works of their heart, the likes that they shall never make again. Feanor, not liking this answer, decided Well, he was abusive with their king, whose name I believe was Olwe. and he accused them of being fair weather friends and that sort of thing. And he decided that he was going to take their ships by force. And the Teleri resisted, armed generally with bows, and the Noldor were much more heavily armed. So the Teleri were worsted, and they were slaughtered. And, hello. I guess we could use a commander for the front line, especially one that's loyal and has lots of obedience, so yeah, we're going to take him,
For the light!
him down here. I don't like this, because they're basically blocking our way. We can't get through with our reinforcements, which is what we need to do. I wonder if we can get through down here. No.
Come on!
Yeah, if we want to get our troops
Pray you never call me your enemy.
our troops up there, we may have to like take the longest possible route around.
Not possible.
Guess we'll go out this way somewhere.
We can't
Yeah, that's
get
frustrating.
There. My enemy.
I don't want to fight them. I don't want to get into a kinslaying
Do I remind you of
with
one of your own
this powerful elven
captains,
faction,
Lord?
but
By the light of Elbereth!
they're not really giving me a lot of choice, are they?
Scout the area!
Let's see what we got here.
Onward!
We could probably take that. Just a bunch of pathetic Snaga and Lord Lagbug, the Honorable. Strange title
Scatter
for an
them.
orc. What do
I'm
we have
gonna
here?
stick.
Assail them!
Have a taste of my blade.
I guess we should start building that. We'll play with anything actually building. This is probably a more efficient way to do this, isn't it? Guess we should make more roads, shouldn't we? Or perhaps we should. Ooh, that's a hard one. You know what? I want some more Galadrim guards. Oh, we can still make a road. What do you know? City. Karen Amroth. Not really anything going on there. Nimrodo. Nothing. Amon Gastal. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, there's too much we can do. I wonder how Lord Tennant's doing in holding the fort down in Moria.
Come, my brothers! Scatter them!
Yeah, they'll do for that turn. So, yes, the Teleri were worsted and their ships were stolen, and many of them were killed. And the seas rose in wrath because Osse, who was a Maiar, and he was a Maiar of the Valar Udmo. The seas rose in wrath. He was one of the Maiar in charge of the sea. And he was great friends with the Teleri. He loved the Teleri, and many of the ships were destroyed, and the people in them were drowned. So there wasn't enough ships to get everybody across, both Feanor's followers and the host of Fingolfin. And so Feanor promised that he would come back, and he would get them, as I said before. I believe I covered this. But he didn't. As soon as he got to the shores of Middle-earth, he burned the ships, and Fingolfin could see this. Ooh, looks like we're going to have ourselves a battle. And he knew he was betrayed, so he took the pass of the grinding ice, the Helcaraxe, and they made it to Middle-earth that way. And Fingolfin's host didn't want to turn back. A lot of them weren't exactly guiltless in the slaughter of the Teleri, because they came up afterwards, after Feanor's followers had attacked the Teleri, and they thought that the Teleri had been ordered by the Valar to waylay the Noldor and not allow them to leave Valinor. Let's check our everything here real quick. Need more roads. Definitely need more roads.
Yes, my lord.
This is really frustrating. I guess we're gonna have to go the really, really long way around.
At ease!
Oop, no. Go this way. Yes.
Conceal our
It'll
movements.
take some time for our Galadrim guards to get there. Galadrim. Excuse me. That's good for now. These guys can be upgraded. Very good. Mon Gaston, nothing going on here. Make some more roads. So we can move our troops around quickly. Construction complete in all these various places. Relations of worship. Relations for I
Follow
think
me.
that's pretty much everything. What I really want to do is I want to take this west gate over here and
I'm
maybe
gonna
move down and
stick
take
you.
Ostinedil, Fortress of the Elves. And then I want to expand a little ways down here and link up with Fangorn, because I believe if you give them independence, they'll send you like
I will defend my people.
they'll send you a good deal of like ents and stuff
There they
every once
are.
in a while. So that's good.
Stay alert.
I want those. And it looks like for the most part everything else is in order. Grimsburg. Yeah, we're good. And the second kinslaying took place, I believe it was the second sack of Doriath. Doriath was being ruled by Thingol's son. Not Thingol's son, rather. Luthien's and Baron's son, so Thingol's grandson, whose name was Dior Eluchil, or Eluchil. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that. And he came into possession of a Silmaril through his parents, Luthien and Baron. And the elves of the Sons of Feanor, their followers and such, they sent messengers demanding that Dior hand over the Silmaril, but remembering sort of the pains that his parents had gone to get the Silmaril, and that it had caused the death of his grandfather, he refused the Sons of Feanor. So they attacked Doriath. It was the second sack of Doriath. And I believe Celeborn there was... ooh, who's this? Velkin Domian. No, we don't need you, I'm sorry. Let's move down here.
Elven warriors.
Yeah, start moving these guys around the long way, because I
Be vigilant.
don't want to provoke
Conceal our
these
movements.
high elves. I wonder if we can get an alliance or something with them. Gotta be somewhere that I can recruit a diplomat from. Crank that up. Suppose we should make that there so we can start producing diplomats. Yeah, I want to start saving some money, don't we? So we can start producing our elite heavy troops and really show these orcs that we mean business. I guess that'll do for now. So the Sons of Feanor attacked the newly risen Kingdom of Doriath, newly restored, I should say. And Celeborn was killed there. He and I believe Dior killed each other, and it was either Curufin or Caranthir, or both, that died there as well. It was not an easy battle for the Sons of Feanor.
We bring word for you.
Sure, we'll start. We'll start, building up our relations with the peoples of Eriador, and we can start
cannot thank you
creating
enough
kind of
for
like a good
accepting.
guy Western bloc and
An honor and a pleasure.
sort of unite our forces
Farewell.
against Sauron. But yeah, many of the Sons of Feanor fell there, but ultimately Doriath was sacked, and I believe they left Dior's children out in the woods to die. So that was it was a very tragic battle, and they still didn't manage to get the Silmaril, as Elwing, who I believe was Dior's daughter, I believe his sons were left out to die. And Elwing, who would later be Erendil's wife, who is the son of Tuor, who I will talk about a little later. She escaped with the Silmaril, and she made it to the Havens on the Falas. I think it was the Havens near the mouth of Sirion, which is a river in the First Age. Weathertop. Once the great watchtower of Amonsu. The Shire is reached. Hooray, that's great. Brie. Great cheese in Brie. Let's see here. Well, we want to get in there and take this as quickly as possible from them. Yeah, since that's their faction heir. I want to kill him.
Evil must not be allowed to triumph this day!
Ramas Echor, or Echor. Men of Gondor, called the outwall that they had built with great labor, after Ithilien fell under the shadow of their enemy. About the Pelennor wall, Minas Tirith, which means Tower of Guard.
Units, await my orders.
Ah, yes, I forgot to mention this earlier. I have a bit of a surprise in store for you guys. As you can see, the cosmetics for my elven soldiers has been changed. That's because I've been playing around a little bit with texture files and such. As you can see, we've got the new golden Eldar back, who I kind of prefer over the old model. But all these textures are available through the most recent version of Director's Cut, and I will put a link for that in the description, as always. But yeah, it's a bit of a surprise. They're now kind of less like fruity and summer colored and more kind of earthy tones and gray and green and that sort of thing. They resemble the Sylvan Elves a lot more, but they are noticeably different. Let's see, where's the gate in this thing? Oh, another Orcish fairground. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, so we have our 2 melee here. You guys don't really need to be carrying that. We'll put it out here, because why not? We'll break these guys into 2 groups. It's 1 and 2. But as you can see, this bodyguard here is different. But when they're upgraded, they'll have the older model with like all the gold and the red and such. So I thought that was kind of cool. All right. So let's take the fight to our enemies here. We're gonna send these guys around the side. Start taking pot shots at those pathetic Snaga hiding on the inside, cowering behind their walls. It's gonna be a very sad day at the fair for them. Turn that up a little bit. Get the ball rolling. There's their Orcish general, Lord Lagbug. The little play place here. It's so cute in here. We'll have them all run because they're elves and, you know, they're all track stars. Alrighty. We'll have them start showering our foes with arrows. I'm going to move these guys into position. As usual, we're going to send our Eldarinwe volunteers, our spearmen, our heavy spearmen, right through the front gate. We'll use these guys to flank. Let's follow some of their arrows in. Oh, no, missed. Right into the tent. Death from above. Oh, this is gonna be a nice one. Maybe we'll hit somebody. Ah, we missed. Let's watch the carnage in here. But yeah, I'll take this opportunity just to talk a little bit about just kind of some stuff that I want to do in the future with the Let's Plays and everything. My episodes have been pretty long so far, hour and a half. It's kind of a lot of time to expect people to sit down, so what I'm going to try and do in the future is make shorter episodes, probably about 45 minutes in length, and then I can release them more often. But you see a bit of a gap in the month of July in terms of uploads from me, just because I'm going away. I'm going to be, actually I'll be in Paris for the month of July. So I'm going to try and have, well, episode 3 of the historical battle is already on its way up. The upload unfortunately got canceled a little bit because somebody turned off my computer while I was away. But it's uploading now and it's going pretty quickly, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Ramming position.
But yeah, that's kind of the direction I want to take it, is smaller episodes, so you can, you know, sit down if you have just a little bit of time and enjoy the episode and that
Battering
sort of
ram
thing.
is in place. It'll not be long before our enemy's defenses
Oh yeah,
fall.
here we go. Knock knock. I really enjoyed the Golden Eldar model, just because it looks a lot cleaner than the other one. The other one is, don't get me wrong, it's a great model, but I don't know, just to me it just looks better.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, look at that slaughter. We're gonna have our archers continue to fire. What we'll do is since our lighter troops are gonna be, it looks like they're gonna be fighting these guys, so we're gonna focus on this general bodyguard, because these guys are all nice and wounded. And yeah, and our melee troops will make mincemeat of them. Die. Yeah, it's nice of them to turn their backs to us. Oh, look at that. Let's break down those doors.
The battering ram
Yes.
has done its work.
Yeah, looks like they're just gonna retreat to the center of the city. That's alright. They're gonna take casualties on the way over there, because they're turning their backs again to our archers.
We've breached our enemy's walls.
Whee! Oh, are we gonna get somebody? Oh, that's a nice shot. Ah. Oh, there's their general, Lord Lagbug. Oh, nice. I killed somebody. That's the first time we've actually managed to get a shot of that. Alright, let's move in, boys. We're gonna send these guys around here past the diving board. And
Our soldiers have
past the
proved their
concession
worth
stand, and
today.
we're gonna push
The
up right
enemy's
through
walls
here.
belong to us
Oh no,
now.
actually we'll send them over here. And we'll send our heavy troops right up the middle. I assume that this is the bakery. Where they make all of their delightful maggoty bread for the orcs. We're gonna get Lord Celeborn in there just because why not? We'll use his little defensive stance. Bit of a spelling error there. Turn these off and we'll move them in here because we can. Give them a better shot at these orcs. What did that general's bodyguard run up to? Are they hiding somewhere? Are we gonna get suddenly surprised by a bunch of heavily armored orcs? Oh, we slaughtered them all. Well then, that's happy news. Yeah, we really did a number on those guys. Well, time to put them out of their misery. Have these guys get in there first. Tie up the enemy. No, what are you doing? Go this way. Come on, boys. Come on, you can do it. They're gonna run the other way if I tell them. Okay, good. Lord Celeborn, stop that. You're gonna shoot our own troops. Run! Yeah, we'll use that now because why not?
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Let's speed that up a little bit. Where's Lord Lagbug? There he is. Watch him getting boxed around this angry elbow with that spear now. They're apparently spear-proof general. Oh, there we go.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
There, that will just chew these guys up. These poor wounded Snaga.
Our men are in command of the city.
Murder, death, kill.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Yeah, it wasn't really all that impressive victory, of an impressive victory, but there you go. Didn't lose a single elf. Everybody gets to go home tonight. The dwarves labored in the hills and wrought with patient craft works of metal and stone that none now can rival. The rings of power in the Third Age. So I think that was that the Goblin capital? It might have been.
Our lands will be safe once more. Enter it.
That is right. Capital. It was. It was the Orcish capital. Well, take that. Although Karn Doom is still up there, so that's going to be a fun fight. We'll make a move on there once we move our heavier troops up there. Because I'm not. I'm sure that it's a scripted settlement. Like it's got a reinforcement script, so probably end up with a ton of orcs there. I'd like to have our best troops available. No, stop trying to go through that same place.
Be vigilant.
Let's see. We got another group of these guys. Can we afford to take them out of there? Oh, yes, we can. Our finances are back up to snuff, so.
Come on! Conceal our movements.
I guess I should be making some of our heavier guys. These Galadrim swordsmen, which are not this fruity anymore. They actually have a really nice, it's like silver and like a more of a chainmail, like metallic color, and green and brown. So they look pretty good. Let's see here. Not really enough money to do anything significant.
For the light!
Alright, I remember you. We're gonna do something really stupid because I don't want to send him around that whole area. We're just gonna trespass on the High Elves territory. Hopefully that doesn't piss them off too much. Probably will, but they brought it on themselves. Let's see, we need some roads. Definitely need some roads. Although I guess we should, we'll do that first. And this should be good. So, as I was saying before, the second kinslaying was the sack of the newly rechristened realm of Doriath. And Elwing escaped with the Silmaril, and she made it to the havens at Sirion. And the sons of Feanor, feigning friendship, sent messages to the havens once again. Professing to be their friends, but still demanding the Silmaril. And this haven at this point, this took place after the Battle of Unnumbered Tears, and the sack of Nargothrond, and I believe the sack of Gondolin. So this haven basically represented the last sort of holdings of free elves and men in Middle Earth at this point. And the sons of Feanor, after being refused the Silmaril yet again, they sacked it. They sacked this last refuge of good in Middle Earth. Sorry, that's just my phone. And they slaughtered most of the elves in the havens, and I believe it was Gil-galad and Círdan came to aid to the aid of the havens. I believe they had ships on the Isle of Balar, but they were too late. The Sons of Feanor had destroyed the place, and the two remaining brothers at this point, I believe Amrod and Amras, and Maedhros and Maglor all took part in this battle. Can we get away with doing this? Oh, yes, we can. Very good. And then we want to make those after. And Amrod and Amras were killed in this siege. Let's take a quick look around.
My lord.
This could be something else to take here. Kameth Breen, but I don't know how the High Elves would feel about that.
Quietly.
It might piss them off a lot.
Approaching.
Yeah, I think that would effectively box them in and not really give them anywhere else to expand to. So they might almost immediately after declare war on us. We're not going to take that fortress. We are going to make another spy, because you can never have too many spies. Oh, good. We can reinforce this garrison now.
For the light!
How are these guys
Onward!
doing?
Yes,
You guys
my
can move
lord.
up here? Good.
Swiftly!
So,
Be vigilant.
that'll do, donkey. That'll do. And we're going to go ahead and end the turn. So where was I? Yes. There was the two brothers who were left, Medros, the eldest, who, as you recall, bequeathed the kingship to the line of Fingolfin after he was saved by, I believe it was Fingon. And his brother Maglor, who was a renowned bard. And at this place, they found two brothers, one of whom you will be very familiar with, the other one maybe not so much. Elrond and Elros, the half-elven or the Peredil. Or in this case, they're Peredel, I believe. Peredil being a female half-elf. But Maglor took pity on them. Uh-oh. That's not good. Looks like we're going to have another battle to fight here.
This is our last stand, my friends.
Maglor took pity on them, and he raised Elrond sort of as his own. He didn't kill him and his brother, which is a good thing, because without them, we wouldn't have Aragorn or any of those important figures, such as Arwen and that kind of thing. And yeah, he raised Elrond and his brother. And that was the most cruel of the slayings of elf by elf, as it's described in the books. Afterwards, after the fall of Morgoth and the War of Wrath, alrighty, well, we're going to give Lord Celeborn a bit of a breather for now. We'll send out our second spy here to go take a look at what's going on down here.
Continue tomorrow.
And we're gonna fend off this Mordor incursion. I need to really put a tower over here. That was one of the things that someone suggested to me. So we're gonna do that as soon as we beat back these guys. I guess I should have looked at their army composition before I went and decided to pick a fight with them. We don't have too many archers this battle, so this is gonna come down to our infantry. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna give that a go. Hopefully we don't lose Karas Galadon, because that would be disastrous. That's our capital. And beside them came the men of the lake with long swords, dwarves of the Iron Hills, the Hobbit.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand
Yes,
in
they
this
do.
battle.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna be able to fight it right at the city. Well, you know what? That works immensely in our favor. Let's see, where are our enemies? I guess they're gonna come. Apparently, they can't hop over this tiny little wall, and they're gonna come right over here. So, I'm gonna stick our archer companies on this little hill here. Oops, both of them.
Units, march!
And then we're gonna have our spearmen in front. Or perhaps not. Yeah, here we go. Have both of these guys here. I'm gonna put our swordsmen behind them, if the game will let us. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna do that. We are gonna move a little farther up the hill here. Oops.
Units, march!
Yeah, just like that. And then we're gonna have our swordsmen on this side here, so we can let a lot of those orcs in and then surround them and take them from all sides. Well, that's what surrounding means, but yeah, we're gonna surround them and we're gonna crush them. Come on, you can do it. Okay, well, I guess I'll just do that. Battle starts. Pathfinding! I really need to get the really cool settlement mod, since it fixes a lot of these kind of obnoxious issues with the custom settlements in the game. Let's see. I guess they're running away. That's really disappointing. There's not like there's any gate or anything that they have to smash down. Well, alright then. We're gonna move our elven host out here, and we're gonna take the fight to these guys. Nope. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a bug with the AI that I forgot about. Some really cool looking orcs. If you sally and attack them before they're really ready to be like to break down your gate, like all their siege weapons and whatever are completed, then they'll just do this. They'll like run away to the very edge of the screen and make you come and fight them. And they'll like sit there and get shot in the face with arrows until it pisses them off enough that they come and attack you. Yes, I love this. I love the new kind of texture upgrades for these guys. It just looks so much cooler. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to fight them, which is. I was hoping we could use the hill advantage and Karis Galadon to our advantage, but apparently not. The derpy AI has other motivations. Are they gonna? They're not gonna run all the way off the map, are they? That would be really disappointing. It doesn't look like they're showing signs of stopping either. Yeah. That's a little... If they do that, that'll be really disappointing. I guess Lord Fancypants scared them off. With his large forehead. These guys have already taken damage. Oh, I guess we were shooting at them earlier, weren't we? Yeah. Okay, good. They are going to stop. We may actually get a battle out of this after all. Alright. Set them in formation and hurl them at our foes, who have a much longer kind of line than we do. I love when the AI does this. Especially when my archers are in range, because every single arrow hits. Did I tell you guys to run? Yeah, you should probably run. But yeah, like if there's any kind of, just as a bit of an aside, if there's any kind of lore stuff that you guys are interested in and you would like to either hear a little bit more about. Sorry, I can't talk today. Uh-oh, looks like we're actually gonna get a fight quicker than I imagined here. If there's any little bits of lore that you guys would like to hear me talk about, subjects you'd like to hear, you know, some thoughts on, or anything like that, just leave a comment and I'll do my best to include it in the next video. So we want to focus on this Moronok guard here. From Region 28 of Barad-dûr. Speed it up a little bit. Die! Zoom in on Lord Fancypants and his arrows here. Yeah, okay. I see what causes that weird bug. It doesn't like it when you have it on yeah, plus speed when you're following an arrow. Ooh, slow motion. Yeah, it doesn't really get as far. It's kind of cool though. So if they're much closer to you, now you know how to get slow motion shots for your arrows. I guess we should stop following them now and actually do things. I'm kind of hoping that the AI is stupid and forgets that we have a line of infantry here and sends everybody in like a big blob right at my center, because then I can, you know, kind of close in on their flanks and that kind of thing. Surround them and destroy them. These quick raiders are a bit of a problem, because there's so many of them. Where's the... oh yeah, Moronok's guard right here. These are, in terms of attack, like these are the best troops that like the best infantry I think that Mordor has, so they're pretty dangerous. I'll deal with them really quickly. Elves of line, our line of elves here, and they're with their crouch-activated cloaking devices active and waiting patiently for their foes to come into range. And this guy, our little nonconformist here, doesn't want to fall in. Yeah, we're pretty steadily running out of arrows here. Guess what I should do is bend this flank down like this. Maybe I can bait them into a charge now that they know we're here. Die! Yeah, battle is now joined. Let's see what these guys do. See how they react. Might be able to kind of catch them with their pants down a little bit. If they start maneuvering to go and support this flank. I'll probably send Lord Fancypants over here to help this beleaguered unit of Lorien infantry, who are once again looking like they're going to take massive casualties. It's not an easy job to be a Lorien infantryman in my army. Uh-oh. Instead of flank from the charge from the flank. No! Lord Fancypants, assist! Yeah, it looks like they are going to do this, so I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to send a group of infantrymen over here to flank this little
Pray
blob.
something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Oh, looks like we're going to be in some trouble here. Yeah, we're going to get flanked. I didn't expect them to change direction that quickly. But it looks like they landed mostly in the front of them, so still benefit from like shield bonuses and such. Yeah, and then we can kind of give it back to them a little bit here. Completely outflank these. Look at the carnage! Where's Lord Fancypants? Oh good, now we have an extra infantry unit here. What are you doing, Lord Fancypants? Yes, slaughter them, kill them all! Toot your horn! Yeah, I've got an opportunity to flank this massive orc raiders here, so we're gonna do that with our deadly Lorien rangers. But yeah, should envelop them, and we'll be hitting them from the side and also from the rear. Oops, this little squad here got a little ahead of themselves, but uh-oh, you guys are taking significant casualties. No! Yeah, victory's distinct possibility. They're kind of hemmed in on two sides. They're not going to do very well. And Fancypants is otherwise occupied, so I don't think he's going to be able to help them. Oh, this is not a good battle, and we can't retreat either. It's a fight to the finish. Oh my god, this is a high stakes battle. I'm nervous. But yeah, we've done pretty much all the maneuvering that we can do at the moment, so we're going to speed it up. Yeah, on this flank we're winning. On this side though, our infantry are once again suffering quite badly. I feel bad for them. How's Lord Fancypants and his household guard doing? Evenly matched. It's not going to last for too much longer. You really got to destroy these guys on this end and bring our remaining troops around and yeah, jump into the backs of these orcs. But we've got a sea of foes between us and them, so. And these guys are very steadily collapsing and falling apart, which means Lord Fancypants is going to get swamped here when these guys come around. Just hold on a little longer. I can't believe how quickly they're taking casualties, but what can you do, right? Die! So this unit here is gaining himself some rank, which is good. Defeat is almost a certainty. We gotta beat these guys in this flank, or we're gonna be pretty much screwed. Victory will be decided here. It's like these orc raiders are ready to start breaking, which is good. We just have to deal with these goblin, this orc band. Shouldn't let me think of their music. Obviously these guys are not happy. Probably because Lord Fancypants is kicking their ass. Uh-oh, that's not very good. I might actually lose an entire unit. Uh-oh, what happened there? Well, I'm sure the orcs have taken quite a lot of casualties trying to wipe this unit out. Yeah, as you can see, most of the dead bodies on the ground are in fact those orcish troops. But what's Lord Fancypants doing? He's exhausted, but he hasn't taken a single casualty.
Only half the enemy force remains.
I'm thinking it would have been wiser to bring Lord Haldir and his reinforcements from Karen Amroth down, but oh well, it's a little late for that now, isn't it? Again, yeah, I guess that's not good. Yeah, Wikipedia doesn't like that very much. I will be getting a new video card soon, which is actually a really nice one. It's a NVIDIA GTX 70 or something like that, or something close to that. It's quite nice, and it's a little expensive, but hopefully that'll enable me to handle bigger battles and such.
Our men have fought long
this series
and are
and in my
becoming
other one.
tired.
Oh no, 4! Looks like Lord Fancypants is about to get... Yeah, it's already happening. Toot your horn. Show them you're not afraid. I see quite a lot of orcs have died here. They are unfortunately holding their ground quite well. These guys have been on the verge of routing for quite a while, so as soon as we start rolling up the line, this whole center here should collapse. Oh, there's one guy. Where is he? He's holding his ground somehow. Yeah, there he is. You can do it. I believe in... Never mind. Yeah, that did not go well for them, though. These guys routed. These guys are down to nothing. As you can see, they made the orcs pay very dearly. But still, this is not good. This is not good, yeah. That's not like this. This is development in Sabbat. Please don't be offended if you're
Good
German by that
tidings.
accent.
The enemy general lies
I'm
dead.
only kidding.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way.
Yes, look at that.
Let's
Okay,
pray
here we
it
go.
remains as such.
Stop.
Behold how our cowardly foe
Oh yeah, here we go.
runs. It's
Now
time to press the
We'll
attack.
just run these guys down. Kill as many of them as we possibly can. Lord Fancypants, what are you doing? Oh, you're shooting arrows. That's good. Continue to do that. Crank that up. Charge! Shush, stupid phone. Yeah, look at that carnage. We did win that battle. It was very close. We took a lot of casualties, but we showed those orcs who was boss. I really want to take out this Warren on guard unit here. Looks like most of them are gonna get away. That is really sad. It's difficult for infantry to run down other infantry, just because when they get all spread out like this, the AI kind of doesn't know how to attack them. So they will like get really close to them and then let them escape and then start walking and then run really close to them and then do the same thing again. Charge! This particular area over here, I believe, is where, right here, is where Lord Fancypants was. You can see him and his retinue have choked this area with orcish dead.
General's bodyguard.
You can get him. Come on, do it. Looks like they're running towards Karis Galadon. That won't go well for them. But I won't make you watch that, because there's probably not enough of them there to reform a unit anyway.
Utterly vanquished.
Yeah, our 600 elves prevailed against
Remember
impossible
it as
odds
the
over
day of our most glorious victory.
well over 3 times their numbers. Hopefully, that one unit of Lorien infantry, there will be some survivors. This was the beginning of that people that in the Grey Elven speech are called the Dunedain, that be Sindarin. Well, there's really only one thing to do. Execute.
We protect the Elven lands.
Hopefully there is a unit in there. Yes, everybody survived, more or less, except for the hundreds of people that died. And we can make another diplomat. Yeah, it's not doing too bad. Let's see here. I need more money, because, yeah, we're having trouble affording everything. Retinue expands. My Finden. Yeah, he just got a ton of stuff. 2 command. Arandur. Oh yeah, I guess we married off our most recent addition to the family. I probably already sent that guy off somewhere, haven't I? Well then. I think that'll do for the episode. Like I said, I'm going to try and do smaller episodes, and then I'll release a whole bunch more of them, so you guys don't have to wait like a week between episodes or whatever. So yeah, thank you very much you guys for watching, and I will see you in episode 7 whenever I get around to uploading that. It might be before I leave. Maybe I leave on the Sunday coming up, the 30th of June. But I will try my very best to have something else like uploading as I leave. So maybe you'll get an episode 7 before August. But we'll see how that works out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And I look forward to seeing you again. Take care.